Hi, I'm Julia, and I'm the landlord of a 4-unit building, and I want to tell you about my energy efficiency journey. So I used to call this house the Goldilocks house because the people downstairs were always too cold. So they were always asking me to turn up the heat because I had a 1-boiler system, an ancient old system heating all 4 units. And then when I turned up the heat, what would happen to me is I was too hot, and so weren't the tenants across the hall. So what was I to do? Well, I got an energy assessment, which is this right here. And what it really is it's my roadmap. It's a roadmap on what you need to do to put energy efficiency measures into place. I followed some of these suggestions, and I want to take you downstairs right now and show you some of the things I put into place. So please come follow me, all right? So we're down in the basement now, and here is my new heating system. It's a 2-in-1. It's the heating system, but it's also an on-demand hot water system as well. And it's so I got rid of the old boiler, and what I did was I got these two. So now we have 2 separate systems heating 2 separate units. You can understand why I might want to do this, because the big news is that I'm saving so much money. I'm paying 80% less in heating costs than I was paying 5 years ago. Not just heating, in hot water too. I'm paying 80% less. So you can understand why I live here, why I care about that. But as a landlord, what's the incentive? Well, one of the things is these old boilers that you see in all of these old houses that we have, and we do a lot of upkeep on them, or sometimes something breaks, and they're so kind of easy to fix, right? And the plumber knows it so well and all the rest. But you're throwing hundreds of dollars away, even perhaps thousands of dollars away every year, just heating with this old system where you get rid of it. Then you get the rebates, you get the heat loan at 0% interest, and not only that, but you also get to depreciate the system on your taxes. So when you wrap all of that up, you're going to be saving so much more money. So as a landlord, you might think this is funny, but anytime I have an empty apartment or I have new friends come over, I bring them down here to the cellar, just like you'd show off a new car, but I show off this heating system because it is amazing, and it saves so much money, and it's fantastic. Look how beautiful it is, and I'm really proud of it. So let me show you my newest energy efficiency measure, which is the tankless on-demand water heater. And I got this for one of the first floor units, and I got it because the other old cylinder-like water heater went. And so I did a cost comparison, and I realized that even though the tankless system is more expensive, after the rebates and after the depreciation, it's really the same price, because this one lasts 20 years. The other one lasts 6 or 7 years if you're lucky. But it really is cheaper after all too, because you only use it on demand, which means it's not heating water all the time waiting for you to use it. It only heats water when it's called. So it saves so much in energy costs. But I want to take you up to the attic right now, because I have something to show you, which is my next project. Okay, so now we're here in the attic, and my next project is going to be insulation. And so, as you can see, this is the old floor, and what we're going to do is we're going to blow in insulation and we're going to air seal it. We're also going to do that to the walls and of the whole building and down in the basement. Okay, so why do this? Well, there are really 3 reasons why it's great to insulate. One is it's going to be 15% savings already over the savings we're getting for each unit in the house. Number 2, it's fireproofing, which is really important to me because this is an old balloon framing house, and that's going to really help with the fireproofing. And third is it's soundproofing. So we're going to cut down on the outside noise. So I guess what I leave you with is that energy efficiency is a process, and so it's just important just to get it started, because you're going to save money and you're also going to help the planet, and we need to do that right now. So just get in and get your feet wet.
Back when my friends and I were about 10 years old, we worked to get rid of polystyrene trays in our school cafeteria. We ended up starting composting in our schools. We are the Sprouts of Hope, a Cambridge-based Roots and Shoots group founded by Dr. Jane Goodall.
We all need to conserve energy and reduce our carbon footprints. That's why we wrote Energy Light, a book intended for families and children to make learning about energy fun. The book is in our Cambridge Public Library, along with a kilowatt meter, to learn about energy efficiency.
We also made a quilt as a gift to the city of Cambridge. We imagine what sustainability would look like in a city like ours. As our quilt travels around Cambridge, we hope that it will inspire everyone to do their part to create an environmentally sustainable world.
You don't need to start an environmental organization, or write your own book, or create a quilt to visualize sustainability. We can all do our part in keeping our planet healthy, starting here in Cambridge.
We can each learn to keep sustainability, energy efficiency,
And reducing our carbon footprint in mind.
As we make decisions in our schools, for our city, and for our planet.
We can do this, Cambridge. Let's all do our part.
Hi, and welcome to our home. My wife Susan and I have been working to make our house as energy efficient as possible over the 28 years that we've owned it. I'd like to take you on a tour of our house and show you some of the improvements that we've made and that you should definitely consider making to make your house energy efficient. Come on, let's go on a tour. One of the things that you can do that you might not think of as an energy efficiency is to install insulated shades. They're really great. They keep the cold out in the winter, they keep the heat out in the summer. You can make them yourself, and they're really not expensive to make. They've really worked well for us. Another improvement we made was to upgrade our storm doors and storm windows. One of the things we learned through our energy assessment was the importance of weatherization, something that anyone can do in trying to save energy in their homes. One of the first things we realized after our very first winter in this house was the need for insulation. Like any New England house, it didn't come with any. So one of the first things we did was to blow insulation into the outer walls of the house. Since achieving energy efficiency is an ongoing process, we had another free energy assessment done. Through that process, we learned that we needed insulation up in the third floor attic. And we also learned that we were eligible for a subsidy to help pay for it. This is New England after all, so installing insulation is really an important part of achieving energy efficiency. Welcome back to our basement. I'm pleased to show you the main energy infrastructure of our home. Over time, we purchased a high-efficiency furnace and a tankless on-demand gas water heater, both of which we were able to purchase with subsidies from the local utility company. Whenever they're in use, we save on energy and energy costs at the same time.
Hello, my name's Patricia and I'm the owner of Kirkland Cleaners here in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And we've been in business for over 10 years now, and we take energy efficiency very seriously. With that said, I'd like to show you around some of the projects that we've done here at Kirkland Cleaners. As a small business owner, it's not always easy to figure out how to go about and evaluate your business from an energy perspective. But by changing out our lighting, putting in more efficient front-load washing machines, and also changing out a 25-year-old boiler system in the basement. And what was exciting about this is that we have seen a significant decrease in our water consumption, almost 100,000 gallons a month. We have seen almost a 20% decrease in our utility costs overall. And it just, as a good business owner, it feels good to be green. And I think the next thing we'd like to look at would be to replace our windows with energy efficient glass. And also, we have the capability to do solar on our roof. So these are some long-term projects that we are going to be looking at. As a small business owner here in Cambridge, it has been really rewarding to get the feedback from our customers regarding all of the positive changes that we've made from an energy perspective. They really seem to appreciate the fact that we are and continue to work on becoming a green operation. The process from the assessment to the installation has been such a positive experience for Kirkland Cleaners. Customers appreciate it. As a business owner, my bottom line appreciates it. And then the city of Cambridge thinks it's wonderful because it's one of their biggest missions that they have is to reduce the carbon footprint here in the city. And to be able to help with that makes me feel good as a business owner. And the big plus for everybody is that it is just much, much better for the environment.